said it just now, of being a part of Maranatha. It's a volunteer organization, and you just said some very important things there. That you would make impressions on people for eternity, for a long time, because they would learn from it. They will find Christ at the end of the road, and they would pass it on to their children and their children's children, like what you're doing right now. Because your kids are now making impressions and lessons on other persons' lives, and that is the end result of it. We're not doing this for money. We're not doing this for fame or glory. We're doing this because we have a passion for service for the Lord.
Yes,
That's it.
yes.
Nothing else.
Yes.
And the end of it, when Christ would have come,
Yes.
He will give us the reward, because He's the one we're serving, and He's the one that knows it all, right? They could have done you guys could have not done this on your own without Christ being in the midst of it, and He's been directing. So, I want to welcome you, because it's your first time here, right?
Yeah.
This is your first time here, so I want to welcome all of you. I might have some of you guys looking at the program right now in your room, at the office, at the conference. Who knows? Maybe they're watching on television. You want to say welcome to Guyana, and be a part of us. We are loving people. Get to savor in the mangoes and the bananas and the waras, and all of our little dishes that we have, our curry and roti, bacon, salt fish. Yeah, get a part of our cuisine, learn about it, and you'll be surprised to know that you may be able to have that same recipe, take it back home with you, and prepare it in Jesus Christ. You know what I mean? Because that is who we are as Guyanese. So you bring your love to us, and I know that before you go, that the impression from us will be an indelible mark that will not be removed even after you would have resurrected from the grave when Christ comes the second time.
Right.
It will still be there. Right? So your final words before you go. What you would like to tell the public before you go in your closing comment?
Well, I would reiterate the same thing that you said. We have experienced just wonderful people here in Guyana. It's always great to meet fellow believers that are like family the day that you meet them, that you can work hand in hand with and help the dreams and aspirations that they have had for their community become a reality. It's a privilege to be involved in that. It truly is a privilege, and it's something that you would feel kind of left out if you weren't a part of it. So it's a great thing to be a part of.
Dr. Rice?
Yeah, I would just reiterate what he said, but I would
You
say
guys are
that
real partner, man, I tell you.
Yeah.
Real partner, man.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Yeah.
we think we're coming down here to help the Guyanese. But the thing I would say is that it's amazing how we get blessed by the people we get to meet, and how the opportunity to serve blesses us.
Before you leave, ensure that Dr. Pastor Ash, take you in his plane and carry you to see the Kaisho Falls or something like that. He likes those kind of things when guests arrive in the country. Pastor.
Pastor Ash's father was missionary like your dad.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and he's the missionary
He's
pilot.
a missionary pilot
in
in
Guyana.
Guyana.
I
Yeah.
see.
Yeah. You'll see him.
James
He's-
Ash.
Yeah.
Yes, Brother Weeks, I'm very happy to be part of something as significant as the building of a primary school, an Adventist primary school, and having volunteers demonstrating the best way, or one of the better ways to use what God has blessed you with to help to make other lives, provide opportunities for other persons to achieve their full potential, and for God's purposes to be realized in their lives. I am so inspired and encouraged by this experience. I believe in the Adventist school system.
Yeah.
I am a good product of Caribbean Union College. The experience there, you wouldn't trade it for anything. And I would like to see the school system establish and to play the integral part in this whole network of agencies that God uses. The home, the school, the church, and even that's the local church and the world church, where we share similar values and we can support one another. You have your son, you want the values that you're trying to instill in your son at home. You will be happy when that child goes to a school. You have teachers there who share the similar
Same thing,
value,
yeah.
and they know how to relate to your child to help with that. Then when the child goes to Sabbath school tomorrow morning,
Same thing again.
you have teachers there helping them again,
Yeah.
encouraging
Cycle
them.
continues.
Yeah, and that's the best way to prepare our little ones for life here and life hereafter. And I am so glad that that we can have that. I'm appealing to our church members to, if you have investment to make, invest in the educating of your children, their character development. Do it now, do it early. That's the best preparation you can give them for the future. Clothes is important. Fancy food, fancy boots, all of these things, gadgets and all of those things are important, but they cannot be more important than ensuring that your children receive a sound education that will help with holistic development.
Mind, character, and personality.
Yes, we want a total. It's not just pure academics alone, but you want them to do well physically. You want them to do well academically. You want them to do well mentally, spiritually. We want children who are not only bright, but children who have good manners, children who know respect, know about love, know about giving service, and this is what the Adventist school system is all about. I want to also thank publicly Sister Elizabeth Gonzalez, because 40 years ago, after the school system came to a close, we, for many years, for a few decades, we had nothing close to a Seventh-day Adventist school system. Our young people, except those who left Guyana and went to Trinidad, they didn't have anything in this country that resembles what the Adventist school system is like. And I'm real serious. When you go to Trinidad and you're studying at CUC on Saturday and Sabbath, CUC is like a country by itself because of what happens down there. During the week you're going to school, you don't hear birds and you don't hear anything. But when Friday comes, you're hearing because the place chills down, quiet down, and it's a new, you're free to live in a certain way. And this is what I'm talking about. I was saying, Sister Elizabeth Gonzalez, she has a school here, Giselle, and it's not totally Adventist, but she has been inculcating some of the Adventist systems in it. They teach Bible. The school don't do Sabbath lessons and things of that sort. So it has been very supportive. Close up half days on Friday and so on. And we thank her for what she would have done over the years. And we're hoping now with this school system coming in, it's an additional institution to provide for the many needs, because even with these two schools, we will still not be able to take care of all the Adventist children and other children who may want to attend. But her efforts, we must commend her for what she has done, and we're hoping that with Maranatha's help, and I'm thankful that Dr. Rice and Brother Leonard here, we really appreciate you coming, accepting the invitation to come to Guyana, because they could have gone somewhere else. They have other places, but we are so happy that you have responded to God's call to come to Guyana.
And you're here at the right time, 130th
Yes,
anniversary.
Yes,
Yeah. Right time,
yes,
man.
130th anniversary, and you're really adding value to my life and service, and I pray to God that what you will experience while you're here will serve you well for many years. to
That's
come.
right, because he's going to be leaving a legacy as well, because his legacy will be the return of the Adventist school system in Guyana.
That's
That's
true.
right.
Yeah.
His legacy?
I am not even studying legacy. I just would like to see that we
But it
have
happens.
this school
Right,
system,
right,
because
right.
wherever you have all these agencies functioning, it helps to make the church better, stronger.
Sure.
The family, it helps. The even communities and so, it influences, because
Yeah.
don't underestimate a good school.
Oh, yeah.
And we have, Pastor, you need to mention too, we have, right here in Guyana, we have some other school systems, some local school systems,
Private schools, yes,
around the country that are also playing the part, like Sister
Yes,
Elizabeth, so,
yes.
that are playing the part, Eden Haven.
Yes, that's Brother Samlal
Yes,
and
yes.
Sister Samlal's school here.
yeah,
And we
that are
have-
doing the same kind of Adventist education,
yeah.
and that's an addition to what Maranatha will do for us.
Yes.
So we want to thank you guys
Mhm.
for doing that for us, and wish you all the best.
Thank you.
Yes.
You know,
Thank you.
in your endeavors as you stay here to build that special school at the back of David Simon Hospital there. So, gentlemen, thank you for being here. Dr. Rice, Leonard, Pastor, we thank you all for being here, and that brings us to the end of our program tonight. And we trust that you would have, grappled, all the information that you would have given heard tonight right on the program, and you will remember that these guys are going to be at the Sophia Exhibition Complex to give even more medical aid to the citizens here of Georgetown, Guyana, and around the Caribbean and around the world as they continue their work in Maranatha. So, on behalf of all of us, our transmission operator, as well, we want to thank you guys for viewing the program tonight. And stay tuned, we have much more to bring you right here on SafeTv 2 Presents. Don't go nowhere. Bye-bye. God bless.
Yes.
That's it.
Thank you, sir.
Yes,
Good
ma'am.
job.